All right, we are making a neon sign today of whatever you choose. I do want it to have at least 2 color elements, and I need you to have at least 3 tints or shades for each color element. So I want you to do something interesting. I'm gonna do a very simple 1 color one just to show you the technique that I'm using. So I'm gonna sketch my idea, copy it from whatever I did in my sketchbook, and I'm gonna go in with paint straight out of the bottle or whatever color you're using. You want it to be as rich as possible for this first go over. So I can see that is barely showing up. This might not be the best paint to use. But theoretically, I would let it dry and do a couple of layers of whatever paint you're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a different pink and see if it's more opaque. But you want to let it dry a little bit in between layers because you don't necessarily need to mix the pink or whatever color you're using with the lighter pink or the white. Yeah, this works way better. So I want this to dry a little bit, but I'm not gonna sit here and make you guys watch paint dry. So I'm gonna go straight over on top of it. I've got some pink in my tray. I'm gonna put some white, if I can open it. Okay, pause, hold on, let me get some different white paint. I want to do a mix of white and my color. So I want to have, I put like way too much paint in here, so I'm just gonna put this, oh my God, in a separate one. I want some plain white and I want some that I can mix with the pink. So this is not gonna be my best picture I've ever done, but that's okay. So I'm gonna take pink and mix it. I'm just taking a little bit to mix with the white because this pink is pretty dark. I can see I'm getting a nice light pink with that. I'm gonna do a little bit more pink and white. This white paint that I'm using normally is really opaque, so it shouldn't need a ton of layers. But I'm gonna go through, and I don't want to cover this up. I want it to be about half the size going through, and this would be a little bit easier if this was a little bit drier, but hopefully, yeah. That goes right on top. And so you want to still see the dark color and have the light color on the outside. If I were sitting down and doing this, I would probably let it dry a little bit and do a little bit more of that dark color on the outside.
Lions. What an amazing job you all did today during our active threat drill. Amazing job. Everybody was where they were supposed to be, and we saw those of you who were out in the halls get quickly to a room. Great job. Go Lions. Everybody is free to move back around the campus. Have a great day.
And now I am going to go in looking for a really thin brush to do just the white going around the middle. So I'm just taking white by itself, plain white, and I'm gonna try to make a thin line. And see, it's wanting to mix a little bit because that paint is still wet. So white and black, typically I would count as colors or tints and shades whenever you are doing a value chart or something similar. So for this, I'm counting white, the light pink, and the dark pink, and that is my 3 tints and shades. And that is all you really have to do. You can add whatever other details you want to add to this. Again, I do want you to have 2 colors on yours. So I only did pink. I want you to have 2 colors, and they each should have 3 different values for them.